feeling cold against your skin. Running through the chaos, letting all the sin. Temptation in a bottle, ready for the night. Craving for the thrill, it's time to ignite. Dark desires burning bright, echoes in the dead of night. No retreat, no looking back on this heart attack.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how are you on this late Sunday night? The football just sort of finished not long ago. I actually only got it back in the house 10 minutes ago. Came back from the Supreme Court, checking out we should be sort of wrapping up that court case, the Jody Hill trial that's ongoing right now. Seems like that one's going to come to an end. I don't think we've got a crazy amount of time to go. Sounds like that one's going to wrap up maybe this week, could be early next week. So that one is coming to a conclusion. And then I will tell you all about it. I will tell you everything that happened during the trial. I'll show you what I can from the evidence and things like that. I think that's a much better way of doing it, so that we're not hamstrung by legalities. So we don't have to turn off all the comments, and I don't have to change what I say and stuff like that. I think for this particular case, not all of the ones we do out of the trial, for this particular one, it works really well doing it like that, rather than trying to do it every day and then having to turn all the comments off, moderate what people say, change, stuff. It's a lot of work for not a lot of reason. All right. I want to give you an update on that mass shooting yesterday in Stockton. I was watching it last night on KCRA3. We're doing some updates through the night, and it's very interesting. So they're trying to say that there's no update today, or not that there's no update, that they're not saying who might be responsible. But funny enough, this happened a few hours after that shooting. 5 arrested for weapons and gang charges in Stockton. This happened literally hours after that shooting. Hours. And they're all like, oh, it has nothing to do with the mass shooting that happened in Stockton. But magically, on a Sunday, we've gone out and rounded up all the bad people. We've on a holiday weekend. So they're saying 5 people were arrested, including a juvenile, on Saturday night, according to the Stockton PD. Officials said 5 were arrested just after 10:20 p.m. in the 2800 block of Pixie Drive. The arrest came after a report of several armed subjects in the area. Yeah, that doesn't seem like it has anything to do with the shooting. Nothing. Suspects, gang members. So Danny might be right that this may have been somehow gang related, and maybe there were, I guess gang people have children and have birthday parties as well. So there's definitely been a little bit of movement in the area. They're saying this happened at 10:20 p.m. This is mere hours after that shooting last night. Stockton PD said a person called Isaac Grosnova, 27, Destiny Willis, 32, Kevin Lee, 22, Jovan Frank, 19, and a 16-year-old boy were arrested for conspiracy, weapons, and gang-related charges after someone called in that there were armed individuals walking around the Pixie Drive. They're saying here, yeah, so Stockton Mayor Christina Fugazi told KCRA3 on Sunday that the mass shooting was the result of group gang violence. Interesting that the mayor, not the PD, not San Joaquin County police, but the mayor of the county came out and said it is group gang violence. So I don't know why someone would feel the need to shoot up a children's birthday party, but if that's the level where we've got to, then we all need to have a step back, including the people in the gangs. I thought they had a thing where they don't shoot children, you know, innocent people. So why are you heading to a birthday party and pulling out a weapon? According to what I heard, at this shooting last night, it started inside the facility and someone produced a weapon and there was an argument between that person and someone else at the party, and then they just pulled out a weapon and started firing indiscriminately at different people, just shooting people. And that's why we had such a big injury list. 4 people dead. Another 10 or 11 people are in hospital right now as well. It wasn't a Dairy Queen. No, it's not a Dairy Queen. No, it might be near the Dairy Queen. I think some of the victims were found near the Dairy Queen, but didn't happen at a Dairy Queen. No, it happened at a place called, I will find it. It's like a facility to have like events, like when you have a child's birthday party. It's I looked it up last night. It's like a big building where you can like rent it. Let's see, what is it called? They described it as a banquet hall, but it's not. Like, I mean, it is, but it's an actual business. All right, hold on. I will find it. Lucille Avenue in Stockton. Where is it? All right, I'll show you. So the shooting, there's the Dairy Queen right there. There's the Dairy Queen where some people were found. I'm just trying to find. I'm pretty sure it's this place right here, and it's Monkey Space. This is where the shooting happened. This place called Monkey Space. That is the event venue. You can see like it's a giant hall, and then some of the people were found here at the Dairy Queen. I don't know why this particular location came up. Maybe people ran from here and tried to get away and were around the corner and were at the Dairy Queen. But the place that actually the shooting was located was Monkey Space, which is supposed to be a event location where you can sort of rent it, have birthday parties, have children's events, that type of thing. So they're not the same thing, but I'm guessing when the shooting started, people ran away. So um, Sean said the police wouldn't exactly say where. Well, it's right here. I can tell you for a fact. It's Monkey Space. So they probably just said the Dairy Queen because it is probably a location that more people are familiar with in the area. Like everyone sort of knows the landmarks in a certain area, and they went, "Oh, it's near the Dairy Queen over there." Yeah, so that's what I think anyway. But yeah, it was on this road. So this is Lucille Avenue, and that's the avenue that's quoted in a lot of the press reports. And then there's this monkey space where they have, I don't know what they do. What do they do? Let's have a look. I'll look it up. Monkey space in what do they do? Um, okay. They have a website or like a thing where you can rent their sort of facility. $200 an hour. And it looks like this on the inside. It's basically a hall. That's what it is. It's just a room, literally. It's like, here, do you need a room? Do you need a white colored room? We can have pictures of college girls on the wall for you. We can do that if that's what you need. And a tiny bathroom. We can give you a tiny bathroom. It literally looks like a mechanic shop. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like a mechanic. Like it looks like maybe a mechanic used to have a business there. And because that's why it's got a tiny little bathroom, it's got a roller door. Looks like a mechanic. Um, are they taking bookings this week? I would think no. I would think they're probably not. Let me see. Can we book it? Go back. Let's see, can we book for tomorrow? Oh, what time do you want our event to be? Like 4 o'clock in the afternoon? Yeah, we could do that. They want us to book for 4 hours. You have to book for a 4 hour minimum. Apparently, we can. We can book it tomorrow for $985.50, apparently. Um, Although it says last minute bookings require approval. Okay. I think the police might be more of your problem, that it's a crime scene. Event halls are very popular. Well, I guess people need places to hold birthday parties or graduation type things, but it's a bit of a it's a strange space. Like it is, right? Like it's not just me. It's I don't, I don't know. Like, is this the type of would you rent this for your family? It looks like a mechanic's workshop. Look, it's got exhaust fans in the roof. Look at that. It looks literally. It doesn't look like a fun place to hold a family gathering. Like, I get why they did it. It looks like somewhere the mafia might meet to discuss their like yearly, you know, oh, the mafia from the northwest are coming in, and the mafia from the south in Florida are coming, and this is where they have their big meetings once a year to decide who will, do whatever. It's in a secret location with no windows. It's it's a strange. I just don't get it. Like, it's not exactly very pretty. If you were having like a child's christening or something, is this what you'd want? I mean, I reckon you could get something better for a different price. Like this is quite expensive. For 4 hours, it's $1,000. I mean, I think you could find somewhere better. It's quite expensive. Here, let's have a look just while we're doing it. Let's look at they call it a 5-star event space. I don't know if it's 5 stars. It might be 5 exhaust fans. I don't think it's 5 stars though. All right, hold on. I want to see if you can find somewhere else in Stockton. Stockton. Let's see. Oh, there's lovely places. There's a place called Seal, the venue. There's a place called Weber Point Event Center in Stockton. There's a place called Waves Banquet and Event Center. That one looks pretty nice. Like, look at this. I don't think this would be $1,000, but it's better than an ex mechanic's workshop. Look at this place. This one is in Stockton too. Sean says I need to be more somber. Well, I am interested in like the venue itself too. I just want to know more about it. And they say here it is perfect for baby showers and gender reveals, birthday dinners and milestone celebrations, pop-up event and brand launches, networking mixes and private parties, holiday gathering and sip. What is that? I don't know what that is. But yeah, there you go. Apparently, it's some sort of I don't know. It's a strange place to me. But if you could imagine being in this location, you're having this party, you're celebrating whatever they're celebrating, maybe Thanksgiving, maybe they're just getting together with family for the holidays. Imagine if a gun went off in this environment, though. There's no windows, there's no doors, there's no anything. Like the noise would be incredible, absolutely incredible. I think that's part of the issue of what may have hurt people, along with the bullets. But it's such a enclosed space with a very low roof on it too. Look, there's a photo of like the roof area. It's like there's nowhere for the noise to go when you let off a firearm. So I would imagine when that idiot pulled out a firearm and started shooting people, that they probably were it probably would have been very damaging just from the gun going off. Betsy said most holes are like that. Plain, easy to clean. Most times you have to decorate yourself. Yeah, I mean, for a community type place, I get it. They took the mobster's warehouse, gave it to the landlord's special, and think it's hipster. Nowhere to duck or hide. I think it only has one entrance too. So if the person with the firearm was firing from the only exit, I mean, there's other doors to other locations. I don't know where they go, but I think there's one at the front there that goes to the front area. Um, you would have a bad time trying to get out. Maybe they had a DJ? It could be a DJ, that'd be fun. Betsy said it's in a very bad part of Stockton. Yeah, it probably is. Kathy said $1,000 for 4 hours is a normal rate for a high school reunion here. For the whole thing or one person? You were in charge of decorating your high school reunion. Okay, interesting. Well, that's the venue where the shooting took place. Anyway, I get to at least show you where it happened. They're saying today no new update on ages of anyone involved, although we did hear last night the youngest, I think, was like 5 or 6 years old, and the oldest might have been like 12 or 13. So there's definitely a range of sort of young people who may have been victims here. It's very sad, very, very sad. Why someone felt the need to do this, I don't really get it. You know, it's supposed to be a happy occasion if you're celebrating with an event or whatever. It's not like, why would you even bring a firearm? I don't get that. What do you think? A toddler is going to rob you. Is that what you think? A child is going to try and steal your wallet. I don't think so. Um, they're saying investigators have increased the number of victims to 15 now, and they're saying 4 of them are now no longer with us, and then the other 11 are in hospital, still trying to, you know, I heard today that at least one of them is in critical condition, and the rest of them, there's no update because they're not giving out individualized updates on each person. They're just saying they're not doing it due to the age of the people and um, for to be sensitive to the victims. Diane says probably well, it is. That's what they're saying. It is gang related. Here, I'll play. This was the press conference earlier today. I'll play a little bit of it for you.
About how far we are into this right now, and so understand that a lot of you have seen what we've put out so far, but just wanted to take this opportunity to come and give you a little bit of an update of where we're at on this. Not much, a lot to add to it, but wanted to give you the opportunity to ask any questions you might have also. So as you know, approximately 21 hours ago, a little before 6 o'clock, we had a mass shooting at a child's birthday party here in Stockton and in the county region of Stockton. Our units responded and found approximately 15 victims of gunshot wounds at this party. And unfortunately, 4 of those 15 are deceased now. As we put out, the ages are from 8, 9, 14, and 21 in this horrific shooting that occurred. We have been actively investigating this, obviously, from the moment it happened. We've had our team on the scene processing it for the past 21 hours. And while that was going on, we were actively following up all the leads that we have, looking for witness statements, asking anyone to give us any video that they might have of this incident, and following every lead that we have at this time. I am confident in our team and with the work that we have done so far, that we will find these animals that did this and bring them to justice. But we still need the public's help on this. We need everyone who has any information on this to reach out to us. This is the time for our community to show that we will not put up with this type of behavior where people will just walk in and kill children. We all know that there are people out there that are violent and commit violent crimes, but these animals walked in and shot children at a children's birthday party. And none of us should stand for that. And so if you know anything about this,
I'm interested in his wording when he says they walked in and shot children. So if this was gang related, did an opposing gang or something find out that they were having a gathering, of the opposite gang people and their families, and they found out where it was taking place, decided to go there and shoot them? Is that what they're saying is happened? If so, that is frightening. It really is. That it's one thing to take your, you know, I'm the red person and you're the blue people or whatever, and we battle because you live on one street and I live on the other, and whatever. It's one thing to do that and to shoot each other. You're adults, you can do whatever you want. It's another thing to walk into a family celebration with children, and most of the people you killed were children, not adults, not your rival gang leader or whatever, not your shot caller. It was children. I think that is horrific, and like he says, it needs the community to help stamp it out, to say it's not okay, to make sure that if they do track down who these people are, that they know that that's not acceptable in Stockton. I've met people from Stockton. I have people I talk to that are from the area, and while I know it's a rough place, there's some good people that live in the area that don't want it to be like this. They live there, one, because they grew up there, or they don't have any other option. It's just where they are in the world. And it's unfortunate that they have to live around people who do this type of thing for very little reason or meaning. So very, very sad. There was a sort of a, not a memorial as such. Yeah, sort of like a memorial. I'll play it up here. I'm pretty sure this is the video here.
And we as a community have to show up. We have a community, as a community, have to report what we see.
Tonight, a plea from people in Stockton to find the suspects in a deadly mass shooting at a child's birthday party. Hundreds of people attending a vigil to mourn those attacks and a plea for peace. 15 people were shot, 4 of them were killed, and the youngest victim was just 8 years old. Thank you for joining us tonight at 6. I'm Edie Lambert.
And I'm Cecil Hannibal. The San Joaquin County Sheriff is urging anyone with information to please come forward tonight.
we still need the public's help on this. We need everyone who has any information on this to reach out to us. This is
And authorities tell us they are still searching for multiple suspects.
So here's what we know so far. The San Joaquin County Sheriff's Office says those shooters opened fire at 6 last night in the middle of a party at a banquet hall on Lucille Avenue. We can show you that area today. This is after the crime scene tape was all cleared. More than 100 people had been attending that child's birthday party. The sheriff says the shooting started inside and then moved outside the banquet hall as the shooters left.
Deputies believe there are multiple shooters. No arrests have been made as of right now. Authorities say a total of 15 people were shot. 4 people have died.
Multiple shooters, multiple people that walked in there and fired guns at people, including children. Not one, multiple. That is ridiculous. Look what it says here. Firearms were found on the roof of the banquet hall. So they shot them, and when they were done shooting and injuring and killing people, they threw them onto the roof to avoid the cops getting them. I don't think the cops are that dumb. They know these kind of tricks now, that you throw them on the roof, that you put them down the drain pipe. They know all this type of stuff. Yeah, the FBI, probably because it's gang involved. Kathy said $1,000 for 4 hours might not even include the caterer. Oh, I think that is pretty reasonable. I just meant not for that facility. I mean, that facility it's bizarre. I honestly think it was like a mechanic or a body panel beater type shop or something like that, because it's got these big roller doors and it's got one of those shiny floors with lights that are hung from the ceiling and all that silver kind of stuff on the top. Definitely looks like a factory or something like that. Rachel said someone will talk. They will. They will. SP1 said it's not a banquet hall. It's a front. It's not what it says. Well, I wouldn't be surprised after we looked at the photos of it if you told me that this was not an actual banquet hall. I would believe you. And here is the photos of it. It 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 literally looks like somewhere where they would photograph cars. Like, have you ever seen those YouTubers that like have the cool cars and they like take photos of them and it's almost like that's what this is. Like they drive the car in, they do the photo shoot, and then they leave. And that looks like where you do like car photo shoots or something. It's does not look like a place you put chairs and tables and a banquet buffet and have like a DJ or something. A chop shop? It could be. Look at the lights. They're like, please come in. Have your family gatherings here under this beautiful illumination. It'll illuminate your party. Yeah, it's a strange place, whatever it is. You might be right. It could be a front for organized crime because it's just a very interesting locale, whatever it is. They're saying it's a banquet hall, so we're going to call it a banquet hall. They sound like they were having a family gathering, so fits the description of what they say it is.
We've learned today those victims are 8, 9, 14, and 21 years old. Of the 11 people injured, the sheriff says at least one is in critical condition, but did not share the conditions of the others. And we've also learned authorities found firearms on the roof of that banquet hall. But they're still working to determine if that includes the weapon used in the shooting. The sheriff is calling this a targeted attack.
And again, 11 people still recovering from gunshot wounds. Our team is live in Stockton tonight to bring you live coverage of this shooting. We start with KCRA3's Denson Cortez and the latest in this investigation. Denson?
So, Edie, they are still figuring out, the suspect or suspects in the shooting. But I'm going to step away from to show you guys that banquet hall. And there's more than a dozen fire casings there and bullet holes through those doors and walls. And earlier, just a little bit more than an hour ago, individuals from this presumed to be party opening the door, and I saw two, birthday celebration decorations of 2 years old. Now, for right now, what is confirmed, 4 individuals dead, the youngest being an 8-year-old, a 9-year-old, 14, and 21, 15 total victims. But a little more than an hour ago, they just barely opened this up back to the public. They had Lucille Avenue blocked as well as Thornton Road.
How's that? 2 years old, too. And their birthday party is now marred in violence. 2 years old, just a little baby. It's horrible. SPL said organized crime, lots of children. Wow, we don't know whether these people had anything to do with it or they're just innocent bystanders for Uncle Fifi's drug importation or something. Like, who knows? SPL said Rhoda thinks it's something else, presumed to be party. Wow. You might be right, but they said they had decorations up, so let's listen for a little bit more.
They're opening this back up right now, but you can see those bullet holes really focusing in on the wall, and between 100 and 150 people packed into that room. And I spoke with the business owner of that Dairy Queen section. He was told by the sheriff's office that they found firearms on top of that roof, and the sheriff's office did confirm with us, and they're trying to figure out and to tie if that had any relation to the shooting. But as we get more information, we'll be sure to share it with you guys. But now,
if they end up finding out that the firearms on the roof have nothing to do with the shooting, that would make this all the more murkier. So if they're like, oh, those firearms don't ballistically match any of the bullets that we found at the scene, that would make it all a bit weirder, right? We already think it's a weird space. if they find out that they're got nothing to do with it, it's a bit strange. Betsy said over the body limit. Yeah, over the body limit. I don't know what that is, but sure. It's all a bit murky. Murky is a word I'm going to use. It's all a bit strange. It's all a bit not kosher. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but it definitely seems like maybe more than a birthday party was happening. I don't know if they were meeting up with associates or people, were invited. Hey, my little niece is getting her second birthday. Come along and we'll talk business. I don't know if that's what happened or I don't know, but something went down and they're saying multiple people. It definitely seems like possibly like a targeted thing that someone's come in. Look at this roof. Let's go back. So there is a roof. Then there's like a strange little like house next door here, like a garage and some other type of thing going on here. And if they found, I'm just trying to see what else is here. Wonder if you can get through here. You see how there's like a gap between the buildings? I don't know if there's a fence there or not. Can we go down to a bottom level? It won't let us see. Okay. Unfortunately, it won't let us see. I was trying to see what's down here. Can you get through? Because on the top view, it looks like there's a route where you can get down here. Let's go around the corner. I want to see if we can see down here. Oh, okay. It's all chain link fence. Also, I was wondering if they got down the back here or not, because there was like an opening where it would lead you out onto this main road and away from the other people if you could get down there. So maybe that's how they escaped, possibly. It's in a very strange place, isn't it? What else is down here? Just people's homes, like just where people live. And then right here, there's almost like a strip mall. That's almost like what it is. And there's that event space. Event space is the word I'm going to use. What did it used to be? Tranquility Day Spa. It used to be a day spa, apparently, back in 2015. It used to be a spa, massage parlor. That's what it says. Diane says 150 people at a 2-year-old's birthday is weird to me. It's a lot of people for a 2-year-old's birthday. Although some people in the community have many uncles and many aunties and many grandparents and sons and cousins, and there's some really big families. Kathy Lynch says a 2-year-old's birthday is usually just for family and close friends. Well, that's true, but sometimes some of these, depending on what race these people are, sometimes they have lots of friends, and their gatherings are different to some of our white friends like us. They invite everyone, like it's a big deal, and they want to spread the love and have as many people as they can be there. All right, listen a little bit more.
Now, live in Stockton, Denzel Cortez, KCRA, 3 News.
We know that this is a big investigation. Denson, has the mayor been in contact with other agencies?
She has, Edie. So she did tell reporters in a gabble. She said she's been in contact with the White House and the DOJ over Stockton's gang violence, as well as requesting a U.S. attorney for a pilot program. So she is aware of this gang violence in Stockton. She did come out and confirm, saying this was gang violence. However, San Joaquin Sheriff's Office not confirming that. So there is a miscommunication or so, but the mayor's office confirming that it was gang violence, and then the sheriff's office not confirming that. But that's the information we have for right now.
Well, I'm going to guess that the mayor is being kept in the loop with the PD. I don't think the PD's not informing the town's mayor. So I have a feeling that the mayor gave out information they weren't supposed to, and now it's public knowledge. So, hey, Rick James, how's it going? How's it going? I don't know. I can't answer your question. Sorry, James, but good to see you. How are you? I like your display picture. Is that your cash? Are you flashing the cash on YouTube? Is that what you're doing? Showing everyone? Did you go to the casino or did you rob a 2-year-old? Are you a suspect in this? Is that what's going on? You've come to check out the news. Maybe that's what's going on. It was a rip-off. They took all the child's birthday money. Maybe that's what happened. There you go. There's the update. I don't think there's been much else. I think they said there was going to be another press conference tomorrow, and it was supposed to be. Let me double check my notes. I think it's 9 a.m. tomorrow. They're supposed to have another update. So we'll get another update. Maybe they'll tell us what's going on. Shush. Maybe they will tell us the condition of the people who are in hospital. That'd be good. A troll. That's all right. Rick can be here. You own your own business. Good work. Good work. Self-made. That's what we like. People who work hard and make things for themselves. That's good. You're not a troll. You can't call everyone a troll. Rick James, are you a troll? You tell us. You'd be truthful with us. Are you a troll? Tell Diane if you are. Diane wants to know. SP says, now I have 90s rapper songs in my head. Why? Because of Rick James? I don't think you should associate people's names with things like that. I think that's it though, guys. I don't think there's really that much more to tell you. But yeah, like I said, between 100 and 150 people in attendance, and they're just saying the suspects, multiple, remain at large, and the sheriff's office are still investigating. I do want to know more about these firearms on the roof, but they're saying the sheriff, Patrick Withrow, said on Sunday that the firearms were found on the roof of the banquet hall, but it's unclear if that included the weapon that had been used in the shooting itself. That'll be a good piece of information because if those weapons end up not being the ones that fired any bullets at this event, why were they there? Why were there just random firearms on the roof? It's almost like were they waiting for someone to attack? It's something that needs to be answered. They say they also believe the shooting began inside and ended outside the banquet hall. I think I told you that earlier. That yeah, it basically they started firing and they got pushed back out, and then that's why there was a lot of people out on the street near the end of it. They say the sheriff said at least one person is in critical condition, but that he did not have information on the other injuries. I don't believe that to be true. I think they do know the updates for the other people. They're just not giving them out at this time. They say KCRA 3 previously confirmed that three adult patients were stable at hospital. So that's good news. And they said the 8-year-old child killed on Saturday was a student within the Stockton Unified School District. The district will offer counseling services in the wake of the tragedy to students and other people. And yeah, like they said, they found decorations inside of the hole for a 2-year-old child. Awful. What else is here? Stockton PD, Manteca PD, ATF, and the FBI are also involved in the investigation. So that will be a very big investigation for those departments. He's nice. Let's see. SP1 says Stockton. Many a song about gangs are represented in Stockton. I thought it was Compton, but not Stockton. But yes. Yeah, is Tharvy here? Hey Tharvy, how are you? Good to see you. All right, I think that's about it for that one. I don't want to just go on and on and on about the same crap over and over again. But I do want to show you a story from Australia that came out today. It's a bit odd Satanic CA ring is busted by police in Australia. That's a real headline. It's not a joke headline. We didn't make it up for the show. Satanic CS, well, what's the word we can use? Satanic Child SA ring is busted by police in Australia. Oh, it's almost like we're back in the 80s again. What is going on? They're saying a person called Landon Ashton Versace Gemonata, and then their last name is Mills. They're 26 years old, arrested at an apartment in Waterloo in the city of Sydney on Thursday. They are going to allege that Landon played a leading role in the PDF file network, which traded CSAM. So they traded CSAM. And they're saying detectives from the crime squad established Strike Force Constantine to investigate the online distribution of CSAM involving ritualistic or satanic themes. I didn't even know there was such a thing. They are rock spiders. That's right. They are rock spiders. I didn't even know there was such a category. Um, yeah, I didn't even know there was such a category as ritualistic or satanic themes in this type of offending. So you learn something new every day, as awful as it is. And they're saying during the investigation, police uncovered the Sydney based network, which was actively involving in possessing, distributing, and facilitating the material via a website administered overseas. So they're saying they were running this website, but they based it overseas to try and avoid being arrested, basically. And they're saying here detectives, along with the riot squad, executed 6 search warrants on Thursday in Waterloo, Ultimo, and Malabar. And they're saying that the person, Landon, is a self appointed independent investigative journalist. Really? Okay. Never heard of him. And was arrested in a zebra print outfit covering his face with a blue beanie. He's been charged with a raft of charges. Hold on, guys. 1 minute. Sorry about that. Got a phone call from Mrs. Ping, and it was like urgent. I had to take it. She's been waiting on a blood test, so I wanted to know the result of it. Everything's pretty good. Her 6 monthly blood test is she's good. So 6 months after surgery, she's doing okay. Couple of little funny things, but like nothing severe, which is thank God, because I was worried there was going to be like something come up and we'd have to take it back to hospital or something. And I was like, oh my God. But apparently her doctor just called and she's okay. So that is a lot of stress off my chest. All right, back to this. So Germanotta is his name, Germanotta Mills. Here's a photo of him here. He is the one who's been running this satanic ring. And that's what I find this so odd. So he's apparently an investigative journalist. Investigative journalist of what exactly? I've never heard of him, and he's got a weird name. Landon Ashton Versace Germanotta Mills. I can't say I've ever heard of this person. And what exactly is he an investigative journalist of? I'm just giving him a quick Google, and I cannot find him on any type of journalist website or anything. So apparently, this is him being arrested, and there's that black and white outfit that apparently they said he was wearing, and trying to cover his face with a beanie. So let's see if we can play this for you. There you go. Strike Force Constantine, and that's the here we go. They're going to arrest him. They're going to arrest him. Get the weirdo. Get him. What exactly is he wearing? He looks like he missed Halloween to dress up as a zebra. Or maybe he's practicing his prison outfit. Maybe that's what it is. Oh, go on, son. Do the walk of shame. Go on. Take off the beanie, you wuss. Do the walk of shame. They're perp walking him. I'm going to turn down the volume a bit. Yeah, they're like full perp walking in front of the camera too. Look. That's New South Wales Police Force camera. Fully videoing him. If you didn't have the beanie on, you'd know where to walk, you dope. What are you hiding from? The police camera. It's their camera. Oh, there we go. But he's got the plumber crack. He's got a bad case of the plumber's crack. There he goes. You're going home in the back of a paddy. There we go. Oh, they're gonna take him. Take him to prison. He was part of a CSAM ring that focused on satanic and ritualistic offending. Who are you hiding from? I don't know who he's hiding from. He has the worst case of plumber's butt crack. Bro should have chose better pants. If you're gonna, like your mum says, if you're gonna be arrested, make sure you wear clean underwear and that you're wearing better clothes than that, because that is no bueno, no bueno. Don't be doing that when you get arrested by the Sex crime squad in New South Wales. So he's been charged. I got his charges down here, but they're saying he was the founder of an underground media network, and he said he called himself an independent Australian investigative journalism platform committed to exposing institutional abuse, systematic failures, and the misuse of power. It sounds like he's the one who was doing all those things. So is it projection by him? It might be. They're saying here, this is a photo of him last year. Bro's put on a lot of weight. He's not that thin no more. But that was a photo of him last year. So they're saying 3 other men allegedly involved in the PDF file network were arrested at a unit block in Malabar on Thursday and charged with several CA offences. So the other person is Benjamin Raymond Drysdale, 46, charged with using a carriage service to make CSAM available, 2 counts of contravening a prohibition order, 2 counts of failing to comply with reporting obligations, and possessing a prohibited drug. Mark Andrew Sendecki, 42, was charged with possessing CSAM, and they're saying also use a carriage service, using a carriage service to access CSAM, and possessing CSAM. They're saying Sendecki was a swim coach in Victoria, where he served as a coaching director and committee of management at Masters Swimming Victoria until resigning in 2018. Another man called Stuart Wood Riches, 39, was charged with possessing CSAM, possessing the type of CSAM that doesn't involve children but involves animals, and using a carriage to access CSAM material. 5 counts of failing to comply with reporting obligations, and 2 counts of possessing a prohibited drug. I see a running theme here with a lot of them. And so these guys were running a underground website for people of their kind, for people that were in the into the whole CSAM and that type of thing. They were running a website based outside of Australia, and they got busted for it. What is a carriage service? It is basically internet, telephone. That's what they call the lines of like internet and telephone. So, anytime you have like copper wiring, internet wiring, like fiber optic and that, they call it a carriage service. And that's just what they call it here in the law down here. CSAM. So CSAM stands for here. You can work out the initials and what they mean on your own. I can't tell you what it is, but it's the word that everyone uses to describe this type of. It describes the photos or video of their offending. I'm just not able to tell you what it is on YouTube. So this is sort of like the I can't even think of what it is now. But it, you break it down and break each letter down into a word, and that's what it is. So these 4 absolute rotten human beings have been remanded and refused bail. They'll next appear in Downing Centre Local Court on January 29th next year. Drysdale, Sendecki, and Riches made no application for bail, and they're also listed to appear in January. So these 4, at least for now, are in jail in the best place they can be, away from a computer, away from being a part of a big problem in the internet today, which is transmitting this type of vile media. It's horrid, and these type of people, it should be a celebration when they are caught. We should have a big party, burn effigies of them, march down the street, being like, they got the bastards, yeah. Like all that type of thing, because these guys are rotten to the core. They prey on children and do nothing good ever in life. So I'm happy that they've caught them. I still don't quite get the why it is satanic, but apparently part of their offending is satanic. They had CSAM that was in that vein. So that came out today. I thought it was a bit of a strange headline. And they had the arrest video, so I wanted to show it to you. Let's see here. They're saying that Germanotta Mills played a leading role in this website, and they said on this website they traded shocking CA or CSAM material. So they yeah, well, they're called Underground Media Network, an outlet based on what? Let's have a look. I'm trying to see if we can find anything about them. Give me 1 second. So they had a Facebook page. Oh yeah, everyone's going to take you real seriously with your, now I know where they got the satanic and ritualistic kind of theme from. So this is their website apparently. What is more scary is they have 133 followers, and they had this sort of thing here where they were telling people they were actually fighting for the victims, but they were actually perpetrating against victims at the same time, which is, how gross to be putting yourself out there that you're one of these people that is taking up the good fight to protect children and get the information out there about what has happened to people in the past or historically, and they're not. They're actually perpetrating the crimes underground. So they just got this, you talk about fronts for things, and there's one right here. Underground Media Network. This thing should be burnt to the ground. They talk about rogue cops, and look, they're saying cop goes rogue, robs a PDF file in the outback, hero or zero, and these are the people who are doing these type of things behind closed doors when they're not on this stupid Facebook page. They're here's Landon Ashton Versace Germanotta Mills. Here he is here. He says he has a blind date tonight, and I'm a little nervous. A blind date. I didn't think children were allowed out after 8 p.m. So I don't know who he was having a date with, because apparently his victims are all in bed by 7 p.m. So there you go. This is him here, and looks like at least some of his photos. I don't know if that's him. Hold on. Got a lot of photos on his webpage here. He says he has all these different degrees. There's a photo that the media got anyway. There's one of them. So there you go. Yeah, they are messed up people to be hiding behind the guise of trying to do good things in life and help victims. They are actually making more victims with their offending. So I'm glad they're being caught. Their ruse cannot go on any longer, and they have been found out. So Landon Ashton Versace Germanotta Mills, you've been done, son. You've been done. You've been done. So good work from the New South Wales police. Good work on figuring them out and getting 3 of his little friends as well. So hopefully that'll be the last time we ever hear of, what is this stupid thing called? Let's go back. Underground Media Network. Let's hope we never have to hear about this crap again. Uncovering the truth they want buried. Independent, raw, relentless journalism with backbone. For the people. We don't chase headlines, we chase justice. Are you going to report on yourself? Because you've just been arrested for crimes against children. Are you going to do a story about yourself, or are you a hypocrite? Because if you don't cover your own story after you did all that and accused of these crimes, your whole spiel here about this is media with teeth for the people, not the powerful. Really, because seems like you're the one in custody right now for committing what most would consider some of the most heinous crimes in our society. You are a, a joke to journalism, and I hope we can burn this down one day. I really do. What a sick individual. Horrific. Let's hope we don't have to do this anymore and talk about these people anymore. So good. They're in jail. They'll face their crimes at a later time. Sounds like from late January next year, they will do that. And yeah, good work to the New South Wales police. Good work to them. I just like how they filmed it all. They filmed it all. They brought the camera and everything. They're like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go arrest this guy, but we're gonna bring the camera too. So yeah, he seemed real happy as well. He seemed real happy when they knocked on his door. And you know what? Almost like he knew what was going to happen or what was happening. That's what I think. When you see when he was arrested when they knocked on his door, that's his apartment right there. It's almost like he knew why they were there. Because he didn't put up a fight. He just got his beanie, put on his zebra clothes, and left. So he knew why they were there. Anyway, that's from Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. A big sort of big arrest, really. 4 people alleged in running this overseas website dedicated to CSAM material. So, yeah, involving ritualistic or satanic themes. So there you go. All right, let's see. Let's see what else we have. All right. Can we do something that's less evil? Well, it is true crime. Most of the things we talk about are evil. What about a silver alert? What about a missing man? Todd Edwin Jansen. Let's see if we can see what's going on with him. Okay. So he was living in a living facility in Sheboygan, and they're saying he has been missing from that facility in Wisconsin. So I'm just going to go to the Sheboygan police. Here is Todd. They are looking for him. He went missing from Sheboygan County at approximately 6:30 a.m. on the 29th of the 11th, 2025, and they're saying he has not been located, missing from the 4000 block of Broadway Road in Sheboygan County. Where is Sheboygan County in Wisconsin? I don't know, but I will find out for you. Where is Sheboygan? Which is a fun word to say too. Sheboygan. What a great name for a county. Yeah, let's go here. So this is the county right here. I'm just going to zoom out. Okay, where is it near? Okay, so it is it's across from Michigan. It's in Wisconsin, and it's south of Green Bay. So there's the big city of Green Bay right there. Manitowoc. We know Manitowoc from a story we did last year, same with Two Rivers. That's where that missing boy was last year. Remember we did that story about the missing boy out of Wisconsin? Yeah, I'll show it to you. Missing boy. Remember Elijah Vu? Elijah Vu, who was went missing last February, but ended up his remains were found late last year. He was from not far from here. So Manitowoc is right here. Two Rivers is just up here. That's where Elijah Vu was sort of from. This is the area. So not too far south from here is Sheboygan down here. This is where Todd is missing from. So not too far from where Elijah Vu was missing. And they're still looking for him, Mr. Todd. Let me get you back on this page. So they're saying be on the lookout for the following individual who is missing and believed to have dementia or some other cognitive impairment. He's 63 years old. He's male, 5 feet 8 inches tall, 180 pounds, and they say he has gray balding hair, salt and pepper in his beard and hair. And they're saying he was wearing a brown Carhartt jacket, tan or gray Carhartt stocking cap, and he was last seen at 6 a.m. in the morning on the 29th to the 11th, North 13th Street and Eisner Avenue, and he was heading westbound. So, and that is in Sheboygan. So he's missing from a living facility. So a living facility for obviously for people who may have things like early onset dementia or other cognitive impairment, and they are looking for him. And it's very cold out there in this area right now. It is freezing, very, very cold. So they are looking for Mr. Todd. And let me look up the weather up there. Weather right now. Sheboygan. Oh, it is very cold. It is 21 degrees right now in the area. And if you're in Australia, that is -5 degrees or 21 degrees Fahrenheit. So it is very, very cold. Carhartt, it's a brand of like cold weather gear, very popular in America and Canada. Carhartt. You would have seen it. You would have seen it if I show you a photo. They're very, very popular, especially in America in the North. Here's one of their jackets. They're very popular in the Midwest and up north, and very, very popular. So that's the type of jacket. Just Call Me Kim said, it's 24 here, feels like 15. Sounds very cold. Yeah, well, it sounds like he might be outside because he has not returned home. So if he's not returned home, he doesn't have anywhere else to go. So Mr. Todd was been missing for a while now. What was he missing? 29th. So he's been gone for about 2 days. 2 days, which is really sad. Okay, so apparently the local PD, Sheboygan PD, did do an update today saying, yeah, here we go, 7 hours ago, Todd Edwin Jansen is still missing. They're saying that he took a cab, has confirmed that Todd was transported via cab to the 4000 block in Broadway Road in Sheboygan County, approximately 6:30 a.m. on the 29th. So why he wanted to go to Broadway Road in the 4000 block, maybe he used to live there. You know, people that have cognitive impairment sometimes try and go back to places where they used to live. Like if he's in a living facility, he may think that, oh, I'm not in the right place and I got to go home. And they try and make it back to where they used to live. So it's possible he tried to go home or like, you know, go back to his old home. There, 4000 block. Let me see if I can find out where this is. 4000 block. Okay. Okay, it's telling me to go here, but I can't imagine this is the right place, right? They're telling me to go to Broadway. Ah, shoot. No, really? They took him out here? Okay, I'm going to show you where they took him. Out here. So that's the 3,900 block. Where's the 4,000? It must be down here. Yeah, 4,000 block right here. So they took him out here, but why? I reckon he lived out here. There's got to be. because this is like farming land. Like their farms, look, if I zoom out, there's like nothing out here but farming land. And somehow he got taken out here and then dropped off by the cab. I wonder if he used to live out here on a farm. I almost want to say that that's probably what it is, because otherwise I can't imagine why he'd want to go out here. This is Broadway, and then it turns into County Road, and they're saying in the 4000 block, which is down here. So why he wanted to go here, not sure, but that's not a good place for someone to be walking around in the cold, not knowing where they're going. It's not a good thing. I'm guessing he's got some money. He has cognitive impairment. He's not broke. Like he's probably got some money. So that's probably how they tracked him, is through the cab when he paid for it. But they're saying here they have been looking for him in the area, but so far have not been able to find him anywhere near where he was dropped off. So they are considering it a silver alert, and they're saying that they're saying he does leave the living facility, but typically only for a couple of hours at a time. But apparently he has not been seen home all day. He has experience with forestry and landscaping and may have been trying to get to a local golf course. A local golf course? Is there one around here? That looks like a golf course right here. That is a golf course. Maybe he was trying to get to this one here. That is definitely very close to where he was last seen. Oh, okay. Ah, I see. So he probably got dropped off like around here, and he was probably trying to walk down to this golf course right here. Okay, is there any water nearby? That's my next question. There's a bit of water here. Is there any more? There's a river. That's not good. There's a river called the Onion River right here. I hope Mr. Todd is not in this river. It always worries me when you have people with a cognitive impairment. They just want to get to where they want to go. And I worry he's taken a shortcut through this area and somehow landed up there. It is not good. Well, he's probably got a credit card, cash. I don't think he seems like he's had everything taken off him. Kim says, seems like we just did this. I think we've done a couple like this. We seem to do a few of them. The other one, the guy wasn't living in a living facility. The other one was a guy he took off, and I think they believe he voluntarily left this world, and he gave his dog to someone to take care of. This one, I think, is a little bit different. There's like a bridge here too. I hope he's not down here. That would be, I hope the golf people, the people who own this golf course, are keeping an eye out for him, because he could be wandering around, especially if he for some reason knows this facility where they, you know, because that's very close to where he was dropped off. There's another one here. Why is there so many golf courses? There's two right next to each other. There's another one here. And this one has another river called the Sheboygan River. So we've got a second one. I hope he's not in the water. A lot of water, and it loops around. I hope they'll do some water searches. Maybe have a look through the rivers for him. But yeah. Yeah, he did end up in a river. Yep. So the other one that we talked about that was going through a tennis. It was a tennis facility in Atlanta, Georgia. He actually ended up in a river and he died. Betsy said it will be cold. I pray he is found. They're saying it is 21 degrees in the area right now. Very, very cold for a guy to be out there that's not dressed for the conditions. He has a jacket, he has a head covering, but that's about it. He doesn't really have anything else. I hope he'll be okay. Poor fella. Ping is very worried about him. Give me 1 sec. I'm just trying to check something here. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I thought it was something else related, but it's not. So, okay. I don't know, but I feel very sorry for him, and the fact that right where he was dropped off, if you can see, there's a golf course right there. There's another one right there. So the search area for him is quite large. They'd have to search pretty far and wide. Guys, give me 1 sec. I can hear something. Hold on. Diane said that did the mouse come back? No, the mouse didn't come back. We're not sure what happened, but he just disappeared. We don't know what happened. I bought the mint so I could make up. I bought essential oil mint to spray outside, but he just disappeared. Marlene said patients are not usually allowed to have money because of many workers have sticky fingers. Oh, that could be true. But yeah, there you go. Mr. Todd has been missing for 48 hours and they seem to be pretty desperate to find him. I'm just going to look up one other thing about Todd, Mr. Todd, see if we can find anything else about him. It's interesting. Does he not have any other family? Does he not have like children or a wife or anything? I would like to know whether he has any loving family who miss him or anything. Not that that should dictate whether he's found or not, but I'd like to know whether he has anyone like that. So he's believed to have dementia or some other cognitive impairment. So yeah, they said he does leave the facility for periods of time, but normally makes it home again. Let's see. Can't find anything else about him, but they say if you know or see anything about Mr. Todd, you should contact the Sheboygan Police Department on 920-459 quadruple 3. So you should try and reach out to them and let them know whether you have any ideas or where he might be if you saw him when you're driving past. No family posting about the search effort at all. Nothing, unfortunately, which, you know, maybe his family has died. Like, he's not super old, but maybe his family has passed away or something. I don't see anything for him, which is a little sad. Hold on. I'm just going to see if we can find anything about him. I can see businesses around the area have been posting about him and trying to share information about him. So, um, yeah. So no one has posted anything, unfortunately, and I don't see any family posting at all. So. And they're saying his silver alert is still active as of tonight. As of this evening, he is still considered a silver alert. So if you are in the area in Wisconsin, try and reach out. That would be good. I think he may have family that live nearby. It looks like he may have a brother. He may have a brother. I see someone with the same last name that lives nearby on Facebook. So maybe he has a brother. Uh, okay. That's all I have though. Sorry. Yeah, maybe he never married. Maybe he never had children. Possible. Thavi said it was scary, but they did not tell me after. Oh, hey, how's it going, Thavi? Yeah, no family posting about the search, unfortunately, that I can find. Ping can't find anything about any family, unfortunately. Although I see someone who might be a brother, but I don't know if it's him or not. Not sure. Let's see. All right. All right, my ladies and gentlemen. By the way, we have the ingredients now to do the pumpkin pie. So tomorrow night, we're going to do it around this time because when she gets back, she wants to try it as well. And we're going to put it in the oven just before she gets home. And then when she gets home, we're going to pull it out of the oven and we're going to try it. So we finally were able to get to the supermarket and get the rest of the things that we needed. And we're going to put it in the oven tomorrow. So it should be very interesting. I've never tried pumpkin pie before, and I am looking forward to trying it. I'm not sure what I should think about what it might be like. People have told me various things about what it is and what it tastes like. I'll find out when I actually get to try it. So we're going to do that tomorrow. And we got cream. We got spray cream for you. And everyone said you got to have spray cream. So we got some. And I just want to have a look here. All right. All right. Pumpkin pie should be chilled so the filling sets up. Yeah, we have whipped cream. We got whipped cream. It says we have to put it in the oven. So we have to put it in the oven, apparently. So I don't know. Do you eat it from the oven? Do you cook it beforehand and then let it go cold? Let me know, because I don't know. I would just eat it out of the oven. You like pouring cream? I think we have both. So, all right, it's late. 6 p.m. here in Australia. We're a little late today. We're a little late on Sunday night. It was a little later than we normally are. All right, I'm going to be back. I'll be back tomorrow. I just wanted to come see you, give you an update on the shooting in Stockton, tell you that update from the New South Wales police, and then give you the update from Mr. Todd, who is missing. And hopefully we get a good update about Mr. Todd tomorrow. If we do, I will let you know. All right, I love you all. Sorry it's a quick night tonight, but Sundays are a bit like that on YouTube. I'll be back tomorrow with more true crime, more updates, and more crazy stories for you. Good night, everyone. Bye.